Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Precipice house, Brooke tells Taylor she knows what she saw. You were sitting in Ridge's stage, straddling him. Taylor says the healer told them to do that for her broken heart pattern. Brooke sighs, broken heart pattern please. The Golden thinks this is ridiculous gibberish. Taylor demurs that it's a real thing. She was skeptical at first as well, but it's been verified by a cardiologist. Ridge arrives at Eric's place, where his father tells him he doesn't like to get involved in his particular life, but when he senses implicit trouble, he has to. What's going on then, with you and Taylor? Eric says he spoke to Brooke before and she was perturbed about all the time he's been spending with Taylor. Ridge says he was just at Steffy's with Taylor. Eric says Brooke was headed over to Steffy's. Ridge frowns. He didn't see her there. They sit, and Ridge tells his pater. There's an explanation. Taylor aloud. She was dying. In Finn's office, Steffy watches her hubby take off his shirt and asks him how he puts in a killer shift and still looks so sexy. He wants to show her how hot and sexy she is, and pulls her into a passionate kiss. They make out, and Finn suggests they take this home since the kiddies have sleepovers. Steffy explains that her pater asked to use their place tonight. There's commodity going on with her mama. It makes her wonder what her parents are over to. Finn's regaled that she's guessing what's going on with Taylor and Ridge. Steffy thinks it's only natural to wonder. Finn thinks it's sweet. He's kind of wondering himself. Perhaps it's possible your parents are getting back together. At Eric's place, Ridge has told him about Taylor's broken heart pattern and explains she's had to face some painful recollections, effects she allowed. She had dealt with. Eric learns that tonight, she had to advance. Ridge tells his father about Chandra the healer. He says it was so amazing. He and Taylor were locked together and breathing as one. There was an emotional, beautiful release. He tears up. Eric thinks it sounds veritably important. He's happy for Taylor. He's not sure how Brooke will feel about it. Ridge says that's why he wants to talk to he about it. Eric's relieved that Taylor's okay. At the Precipice house, Taylor tells Brooke she had all the classic symptoms of heart failure. It wasn't until she saw Grace Buckingham that she learned she had broken heart pattern. She realizes Brooke is still skeptical. Brooke will do her own exploration. She knows Taylor wouldn't lie about her health, she wouldn't be that manipulative. But she doesn't really trust her. She thinks it's a way to get back into Ridge's life anyhow of what she told her. What exactly is your intention with Ridge going forward, she asks. In Finn's office, Steffy tells her hubby she's not playing matchmaker for her parents this time, but she thinks they'd be great together and her pater would be much happier that he's with Brooke. Finn urges her not to tell Brooke that. He gets an announcement and has to check on a case. He tells Steffy he'll make it up to her after and suggests she head home. He also remembers her parents are there, and teases her about not interposing. At the Precipice house, Brooke learns that Taylor didn't set up the healer, Ridge did. He's been minding and probative. Brooke notes, which you took full advantage of. Taylor had no intention of Ridge chancing out, but she swooned one day when he was there. Brooke chirps, Ridge to the deliverance. Taylor told him not to say anything, but she's sure he'll tell her now. Brooke warns her not to go after Ridge. Steffy comes in as Taylor tells Brooke she's feeling so much better after tonight. I do'n't need a man, Brooke. I do'n't. Brooke exits. Steffy asks, what was that each about? At home, Brooke closes her laptop and thinks back to seeing Taylor straddling Ridge. She's putting embrocation on her hands when Ridge comes by and says he's sorry he was late, his pater wanted to see him. Brooke knows he was with Taylor. She admits she brazened Taylor after he left. Ridge assumes she knows also. Brooke nods. She told her about her broken heart pattern. Brooke says she sounded to be in perfect health when she came home, but also she swooned in front of him. She didn't suppose broken heart pattern was a real thing. Ridge says Taylor aloud. She was dying, so they went to see Dr. Buckingma. It turned out she wasn't dying, but she's going to need treatment. Brooke asks if what was going on tonight was the treatment. I saw everything. I saw what was going on. I need you to tell me what's going on with your ex-wife. At the Precipice house, Taylor tells Steffy that Brooke came over unasked and saw her and Ridge together. It's not what she thinks. They were working on balancing her chakras. Steffy tricks, chakras? Taylor explains that she came back to be close to her and the kiddies, but there was another reason. She's been dealing with commodity on her own until lately, when she opened up to Ridge. Steffy asks if commodity is wrong. Taylor wants her to understand that she didn't tell her because she wanted to spare her. Steffy says she's starting to scarify her. Taylor tells her she came back because she allowed. She had heart complaint. I allowed. I was dying. Steffy gasps. Taylor claims she's over Ridge on the October. She's eventually free from her broken heart pattern, and thanks to Ridge, she entered spiritual mending. Still, their cozy session suggests that commodity differently is passing between them. Taylor returned to Los Angeles to be near to her family. But there was another reason why she wanted to come home. She was floundering with a serious heart condition. At first, she was told that she was dying from heart failure. Ridge supported Taylor during her situation. He told her to get an alternate opinion, and that's when she set up out that she had broken heart pattern. Ridge also enlisted Chandra's services to help Taylor open up her heart chakra. But there's just one problem. To make it be, Taylor had to sit on Ridge's stage and look into his eyes. Suddenly, this session got hands-on. Brooke watched them outside the window. She awaited until Ridge left to defy Taylor. Brooke's head spun when she saw lit candles. It looked like a romantic evening with a spiritual healer. Taylor assured Brooke that Ridge helped her heal from her broken heart pattern. She's now induced that she's over him. But is she really? Taylor was in denial about her opinion. She hasn't come to terms with the pain that Ridge caused her over the times. Their little handsy session could draw them closer together. Brooke still has her dubieties. She thinks Taylor's using her opinion to get Ridge back, but Taylor insists that she doesn't suppose of Ridge that way. One person is still floating on air from that mending session, and that's Ridge. He reported the story with his father, Eric, back at the manse. He acted like the idol in Taylor's sob story. Ridge could use this occasion to drag Taylor along, making it delicate for her to move on. The only way for her to get over Ridge is to leave Los Angeles and throw herself into her psychiatric practice and humanitarian sweats. Steffy Forrester might come to the conclusion she needs to address her dilemma with Brooke Logan. Despite her oath to refrain from playing matchmaker for her parents, she finds herself dangerously near to stepping into that part. Steffy is induced that Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes are fated for a joyous reunion, and she believes it'll be ultimately. Although she's trying to step back and allow effects to unfold naturally, it's clear that she feels the delay is dragging on too long. Steffy hopes her mama will remain in Los Angeles, but she's expressed worries about the emotional strain it might beget Taylor. Given that Taylor still has passions for Ridge, watching him with Brooke must be incredibly delicate for her. While Steffy hasn't yet learned about her mama's broken heart pattern, it's probably she'll find out soon enough. Steffy may soon find herself impelled to engage in some serious matchmaking sweats. Anyhow, the situation, she's not thrilled about Brooke constantly being around Ridge and snooping. Although Ridge has been spending further time with Taylor lately, B&B suckers understand that it still falls short of Steffy's prospects. It's easy to picture Steffy conniving a way to remove Brooke as a chain, at least temporarily, so Ridge and Taylor can revitalize their once connection. With Brooke's bedroom proving to be a huge mega hit for Forrester Creations, what if Steffy decides to influence that success to her benefit? Steffy might consider arranging a trip for Brooke, maybe tied to the fashion line, and set it up so Ridge wouldn't be available to go. Generally, Ridge would accompany her, but Steffy could fluently contrive a reason for him to remain in city. For case, she could record a pivotal meeting that Ridge simply cannot skip, averring that Brooke must handle the trip on her own. This would give Steffy the perfect occasion to ensure Ridge and Taylor enjoy some quality time together. While Brooke is off exploring destinations like Italy, France, or indeed Monaco, Ridge could be busy kindling a spark with Taylor back in Los Angeles.